Hello, I am here at my favorite local park and I'm about to go on a foraging adventure. Now, I'm just a beginner, but I thought I would show you what I do to learn about different plants and mushrooms and how I'm starting my journey to becoming a master forager. So, first, let me show you what's in my backpack. So here are the things that I keep in my backpack when I go to forage. First of all, I always take Mopey Bat. I have a book about wild plants that you can eat, a hairbrush and a hair thing because sometimes it gets hot, lens wipes so I can clean my glasses or my phone, Band-Aids, in case of an owie, pad of paper and a pen, paper bags that I could put mushrooms or plants in if I find some that are edible, snacks, dude wipes. So these are basically wet wipes. My husband really likes this brand, and these are in case you have to use the bathroom when you're in the woods. And this little contraption is actually it folds out to a huge market bag, and it's perfect for things like this. Oh, and don't forget water and my old backpack of doom. And also, let's talk for a second about what to wear. Pants. You always want to wear pants. Last time I tried to wear shorts and I noticed there were a lot of poison ivy plants. I don't know about you, but I do not want poison ivy. All right, so now we're ready to go on our first round. So every time that I go, I start with one round around the same small trail. I look for mushrooms, and before I go, I pick one plant that I'm going to really look for while I'm out there. One of the plants from my book. So, what should we look for today? Today, while we're in the woods, we're going to look for this plant. Wild ginger. I wonder if we'll find any. Right, so for round one, I don't actually take my backpack. It's a short trail, so all I take with me is my market bag and my keys. Are you ready? Let's go, and don't forget, we're looking for wild ginger. So, what do I do when I found some mushrooms, like the ones that are behind me? Let me move so you can see them. First, I take a picture that is close, then I take one farther away and farther away. If the mushroom is by a tree, I take the picture of the tree too. And also, if there is a smell around it, I should probably note it. So these have a very, very, very fungal smell. I don't know if that's good or bad. No idea what these are. So I'm going to take these pictures home, look in my mushroom identification books, and if I find what I think they are, then I send that to an Indiana mushrooming group and ask them if my theory is correct. Check out all of these. I don't know what they are, but they're freaking beautiful. Okay, so I meant to record another video as I started on round two, but then I saw these really cool mushrooms that were black, and I forgot. But anyway, now I'm on round two. This is where I take my backpack and I go to a different area each time. So I'm excited. It's rained. It rained not last night, but the night before and the night before that. So it's pretty wet here, and I'm finding some great shrooms. All right, let's go. Did you wonder why I had my computer in my bag? I totally forgot to talk about it when I talked about what was in my backpack. But this park has neat places like this where I can sit down and edit video or just sit and relax and write a story or whatever. So I take my computer when I'm going out here. Hello again. Well, I am finished with my foraging adventure. I have lots and lots of pictures that I will go home and I will identify. I also somehow lost my water bottle. I don't know where it is. I don't remember laying it down actually. I have weird stuff in my hair. I don't know if you can see it. There's like sticks and stuff, and there are weird green things on my pants. But it was lots of fun. My legs hurt, my feet hurt, but it was a great adventure. Highly recommend it. But now comes the truly fun part. Now I'm going to go home and I'm going to start identifying. I'll take some pictures as I do. So now we're here for the second part of my process when I forage, and that takes place here at my kitchen table. So I generally take the pictures from my phone that I took when I was foraging, put them on my computer. That way the pictures are bigger, easy to see identifying features, but I also leave a copy on my phone to do a Google search because sometimes I don't even know where to start. So if it's a mushroom, for example, this one, I will start with these two books that I got from the library. I will flip through them. This one only has a few mushrooms in it, so I'll look through it first, which I already did last night, and see if I see it. In this case, I did not. And then I'll look a little further and see if it's in this book. This one has a lot more information. I will probably buy a copy of this book, but it has a lot of the pictures are really good. They're big enough you can see them. There's a variety of different mushrooms of all different types so that you're more likely to find what you're looking for. It has poisonous and edible mushrooms, even mushrooms that are edible but not particularly tasty. So we'll start here with the Rusala. And that's what it says that mushrooms that look like this are. And I did find a mushroom that looks a lot like that. So there are all different kinds of mushrooms in this species or subspecies. So the next thing I'll do is I'll look it up on my computer and I'll see if I can find out the exact type. So I type in Rusala mushroom and see what I see. And I do see various types. So maybe I'll look up Rusala mushroom types and I'll see which kinds there are. So one is Rusala cyanosata, and it has a blue to greenish cap. That's not the one I have. Maybe there's more. Now it took me to Wikipedia. So I'm going to look at the different features of it from the book, which again, I already did. I look at the size. I look at where they are. These are famously fragile, easily broken, which makes sense because every time I've seen one, it's been broken. There are not a lot of information. There's not a lot of information in here about what the features are of this particular plant. But there are on Wikipedia. So, notable species. So I didn't find anything much there. So now I'll look up a little bit more. Rusala mushroom, red, and see what I find. And here I found Rusala emetica, which has a convex flat cap. The gills are white to pale. It could be it. Let me see what other ones are red. Honestly, to be totally honest with you, what I'm probably gonna do is look in the images from Google, see if I can find one that looks like it, see what it is. So, this one's called the Sickener, Rusala emetica. So I'll look at this picture, look at the picture from my phone, compare, contrast, but I think this is the same mushroom. So the next thing I'll do is I will go to a Facebook group that I'm a member of, Mushrooms of Indiana, and I will check with them and say, I think it's this, looking for verification. I'll also check, once that's verified, to see if it's edible, non-edible, if it has medicinal properties, and how people preserve it, if it does have medicinal properties, or if it is edible. So if it's a plant, I have really the same process, but plants are really overwhelming. So instead of flipping through the book, what I usually do is I start with the Google image search. Then, if I find one, then I'll look and see in my handy dandy book what it is. But this is my process of how I am learning to forage. But I'm really curious, what about you? What's your process? Do you have any tips? Anything you want to share? We're all learning here, so you can always toss a comment in and we can have discussions and all learn together. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think of my process, tell me tips, and I will see you next time.